Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Oyo Sunday they talk about the killings wey happen for Lekki Toll Gate yesterday night. He also talk about Tinubu greed and Buhari not in charge of Nigeria. So make I leave you, make you hear the message wey bring come.
Yes, my people. Good day to you, good afternoon to you, everyone, and kudos to every Nigerian speaking up right now. Every Nigerian that is on the street right now speaking up against tyranny, speaking up against bad leadership, speaking up against police brutality. Every Nigerian that is one way or the other speaking against this madness that is happening in our nation. Cry the beloved country. Nigeria is in tears. There is sorrow, there is tears and blood everywhere. So every right-thinking Nigerian must speak up. Yes, you use whatever platform you have. It doesn't matter whether you have a big or a small platform. Whatsoever platform you have, you need to condemn this madness that is happening right now in Nigeria. Everybody needs to speak up. I don't want you to leave this for our youth alone. Fathers, mothers, parents, rise up and support your children. Rise up and support the youth. Speak out. Condemn this action that is going on. These children are not even going to be the best beneficiary if a revolution, if a good government come in. You and I may even benefit more than the children. So speak up. Don't leave this for the children. Don't leave this for the children. This is not the time to shout to your children and say, the MLA, hide me, don't break my leg out. This is the time to support. This is the time to support, but advise them not to be violent. Advise them not to bring shame, but let them go out and support. This is one opportunity. The last time I saw this kind of action, I personally took part in it in 1983 during the Babangida Must Go era. We came out en masse as a young man, as a young boy then. I came out and I spoke and I participated. And you see, definitely there is no protest that is without violence. It is a normal thing. There are some set of people that want to go peacefully, and there are other sets that cannot control themselves the way you can. So those of you that can control yourself, you help to calm them down. This is what happened during our time. You know, I personally was responsible for the not burning down of the National Museum at the Ring Road, because as at then the people were so angry. They burst the White House, that is the Benin prison. They burst it open. Then all the criminals went out. Then they went to the National Museum at the Ring Road, and I was there, and I stood. I stood between the museum and the people, and I told and I explained to them, this is our heritage, this is our own legacy. You cannot come in here and destroy or put fire. So it was between me and them. I was able to placate them, and they went away, and I collected some other boys, and we protected the National Museum. That's what we did then. This is the same thing you guys can do. You can protect the vandalization of government properties and private properties. You can protect that. I saw what happened today. I think around in Lagos, where some group of boys were protecting the deputy governor's lodge or deputy governor's office in Ikeja, where the boys went there. So all the police vehicles that were parked in front, it was boys that were holding hands together, protecting the government property so that the protesters can march forward. So this is one thing that can be done. It is possible, it is doable, because this is a one in a lifetime action. If we miss this opportunity, it may never come again. It may never come again. So our agitation in the 80s gave birth to Babangida wanting to conduct an election for Nigeria, because we thought that without people resisting Babangida at that time, he never wanted to leave power. So eventually he conducted an election which he eventually also annulled, that also led to the June 12 protest. So this is another opportunity, and this time around it has to be holistic. It has to be holistic. I want us to understand that the powers that is holding Nigeria down is beyond North and South, is beyond APC and PDP, is beyond Christian and Muslim. This is the power of the greedy against the common man. And they are all united in greed. Whether Muslim, Christian, Northern, Southerner, they are all united in greed. So we have to be united in our opposition to these people. So whatsoever, you see, when this thing started, I personally, let me show you something. I personally went out. I was in Frankfurt, in Germany here, because I left Nigeria about a month ago, thereabout, and you know, I was in Nigeria for quite some time during the lockdown. I was in Nigeria during the coronavirus lockdown. I was in Nigeria. But as I came here and this one is happening, I have to do my own bit. Everybody has to do their own. Let me show you what I did. I went to Frankfurt to protest. This is what I did. Now, let me show you something. This is me here, protesting in Frankfurt, sorry. Let me show you. This is me. I was there live. Personally, I know I'm not in Nigeria to protest, but I'm in a place where I can go out on the street and I protest. I went and protest, and I went out to protest. This is one thing, you can do it peacefully. This is me. You know, some people, whenever you talk, especially those of us that talk online, or some of us that live abroad, the first thing some of our Nigerian friends and colleagues will tell us, hey, you are abroad, come home and do this, come home and do that. Some of us have actually done that. I was in Nigeria, I was on the street. I was on the street in Nigeria, campaigning, protesting for good leadership, good government. Abroad, I do the same thing. Online, I do the same thing. With my family, I do the same thing. You don't have to have a very large platform to speak. That is just the truth. Now, they have succeeded in killing our people. They want to kill you. They want to brutalize you and enforce silence on you. They want you to be silent. But we cannot be silent. We cannot be silent. There are many ways to kill a rat. There are many ways to protest. You can protest on the street. You can protest on social media. So use whatsoever platform that is available to you to protest. But let us be sensible. Let us please be sensible. Please don't destroy government property. Because we are even shouting and crying that there is no enough amenities, there is no enough infrastructure. The little infrastructure available, please don't destroy. Don't destroy them. Just conduct yourself. Register your displeasure. Register your displeasure. Register your anger. Register that your dissatisfaction with the system. Speak against the system that is impoverishing you, but do not destroy properties. Please, I beg you, do not destroy properties. Because they are looking for us to make a little mistake for them to clamp down on us. Even without mistakes, they are coming down. Look at what happened yesterday in Lekki at the toll gate. Now, there is so much that needs to be figured out. Yesterday, even before in the evening, they started removing the cameras, the CCTV cameras fixed on the toll gate. They started removing it. That was when I knew that they were planning something, because as they were removing it, they knew that the cameras will record whatsoever action that is going to take place. So first of all, they removed the cameras. Then later in the night, they turned off the street lights. Then they descended on the people. Now, people are saying, who is responsible? The person, there are many people responsible. First of all, the person in charge of the toll gate, whoever is responsible for maintaining the toll gate or administering the toll gate, number one, is complacent. Find out who ordered the removal of the CCTV cameras, then you will know who ordered the massacre of the people. Simple. Who ordered that the CCTV cameras be removed is responsible. 2, the state governor, who is supposed to be the chief security officer of the state, is responsible. 3, President Muhammadu Buhari, who is supposed to be commander-in-chief of the Nigerian army, is responsible, because the army have what they call chain of commands. The army cannot go to do such exercise without informing the president, because you cannot use military on your own people in your own country without the knowledge of the president. So before the military action are taking place, the president must be aware and must sanction it before you use military on your people. So definitely Buhari is responsible, Sanwo-Olu is responsible, probably Tinubu, because Tinubu, according to information, is actually the owner of the toll gate, whatever, or is has a concession. I mean, is the one they contracted the business of the toll gate toll. So the people responsible: Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu, Buhari. Now, the problem with Nigerians is that there is a high-class political game going on, that now they have succeeded in sidelining Buhari. I hate it when people say Buhari is a good man, but he is surrounded by bad people. For God's sake, how can a president of a nation be a good man and surround himself with bad people? He is only comforted in the midst of bad people because he is bad. If you are not a bad man, you will not be comfortable having bad friends or having bad colleagues around you. So Buhari can never ever be exonerated from whatsoever crime that is happening in Nigeria. So Buhari is number one culprit, is number one thief, is the number one how will I put it? Whatsoever name we want to name them, Buhari is number one. Then followed by Sanwo-Olu, because these people are the people having the authority, state apparatus is in their hand. So they are the one after Buhari, Sanwo-Olu, who is the governor of Lagos State. Then before it comes to Tinubu, when you look at it now, everybody is shouting Tinubu, as if he is the only one responsible. Now, it is Buhari and Sanwo-Olu that are more responsible than Tinubu. We all know Tinubu is a thief. We all know that Tinubu has no excuse. We all know that Tinubu was responsible in bringing Buhari into power. But Tinubu, in this case, is having a lesser blame, because Tinubu right now and Buhari, they are loggerheads. There is a war going on between Tinubu and Buhari. That is the truth. There is a war going on between Tinubu and Buhari. When I use the word Buhari, I want you to understand the cabal in Aso Rock, because we don't really know who is in Aso Rock right now, whether Buhari is alive, whether he's dead, whether he's hiding under the bed or hiding in the other room. We don't even know, because there is no precedent that will sit for 2 weeks and the nation is burning and he has not addressed his citizen. It is unheard of. It is unheard of anywhere in the world that a country is on fire, the president is not speaking, the president people are tweeting. Femi Adesina is tweeting. Lai Mohammed is tweeting. They are ruling us via Twitter. They are making statements via Twitter. See, it is a shame, it is annoying, it is appalling for a nation to be on fire and the president is hiding under the skirt of his wife in the other room. It is a shame and it is disgraceful. So, the buck stops at the table of the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, who is President General Muhammadu Buhari. Then when you shift the blame from him, you go to the chief executive officer of the state where this thing is happening, and that is Governor Sanwo-Olu of Lagos. So these are the culprits. Before he goes to Tinubu, Tinubu has no power to order the military. Even to be candid with you, Sanwo-Olu has no power. Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, actually has no power to give order to the Nigerian army. The only person that has power to give order to the Nigerian army is the president. But because Nigeria is a corrupt nation, Nigeria operates a corrupt system, you can actually bribe the army to do your bidding. So it is also possible that Tinubu, with a little bit of money, can influence the army to do his bidding. But what is happening right now is much deeper, far deeper than this. Look at if you look at all the states that are protesting, they are majorly from the southern part of the country. Majorly from the southern part of the country, apart from pockets of protests from Jos. I saw a prayer march in Jos. I think I saw, which other state is the Niger State, Mina. I saw pockets of march, but in the core north there is no single state that came out to protest. In the corner, in the northeast and the northwest, nobody came out to protest. Nobody. And even as we speak, as I'm talking to you right now, in Sebogeri, in Kano, the Almajiris are on the streets. They are destroying properties of Igbo traders and Southerners. They are destroying cars, breaking shops. Right now, as we speak, there are videos online. Right now, as we're talking, as you're watching me, Almajiris are just destroying. So they have succeeded in turning it as if the whole southern Nigeria are against Buhari. So in their mindset, in their mind, Buhari is a representation of the whole of the north. So whether he is blind, whether he is dead, whether he is alive, whether he performs or not, it is none of their business. As long as a full animal sits there, they don't care. So my people, it is appalling, it is sad that a nation does not have value for one Nigerian life. If anything happens right now, like earthquake happened in a country in Europe, and they tell you that 2 people died from the earthquake, you will see our president, whoever, whether is he is the one writing or whoever is writing, you will see them writing a letter of condolence, commiserating with the nation. But here in Nigeria, Nigerians are dying. We have not heard from the president. From my observation, whoever is that man hiding in Aso Rock, I don't know. You know, it's so confusing. I don't even think it's Buhari. If that person is Buhari, then that Buhari is sick, mentally sick. He cannot be normal. That person cannot be normal. I believe the person is having dementia or is senile, that he doesn't even know what happens in Nigeria anymore. And the cabals are busy protecting him from us. The cabals are busy protecting Buhari from us, because How can you, because this, you know why Buhari have not spoken since this thing happened? Because this is not a state, I mean a situation where you come out with a prepared speech, where you come out with a speech, because all we have been seeing is a president that is reading speeches for us. Whether there is somebody looking like Buhari or somebody wearing a slim person wearing Buhari mask to come and talk to the nation, we don't know. That is what we are saying right now. Let Buhari be unmasked. The man in Aso Rock should be unmasked. Nigerians should see him. He should come out and talk to people publicly, not even on TV. He should come out. It should come. It's so disgraceful that a nation like Nigeria, people are on the streets, and the president is hiding. And what the youths are fighting for is beyond SARS. I don't know. You see, these people, they are so daft. They are so daft that they don't even know. They don't even know what is going on right now, because people are in their mind, they think the youth are just against SARS. They didn't know that SARS is just a hashtag for the movement, a hashtag for the protest. So that is why they were happy. They quickly just came with a statement. SARS has been disbanded, and the next day they are forming SWAT, blah blah, because they thought this was about SARS. For God's sake, this is beyond just SARS. SARS is a representation of the decay that has been happening in the Nigerian system. SARS represents the research, represent the whole police institution, the military, the judiciary, the educational system, the health system. They are all rotting to the core. Everything rotting in Nigeria to the core. So SARS is a representation of everything that is not working in Nigeria, which is virtually all the institutions. Tell me one institution that is working in Nigeria. Tell me one particular institution that is functioning well in Nigeria. None. Have you been to the Nigerian airport? Have you been to Murtala Mohammed? It's a shame, it's a disgrace of an airport. Every airport official is virtually a beggar. They beg you for money openly. They coerce you for money openly. They threaten you for money openly. Everything is so done openly. It's so brazen. There is so much brazen. The way they operate in Nigeria in their corruption is with impunity. Nobody cares anymore. Back in the days, if people want to ask for a bribe, they don't want other people to know. Today, they say it over. If you don't want to pay, make you day there now. They will tell you, if you are not interested in paying, then you don't want it done. Nigeria is a nation when you pay to get everything done. The thing that is rightfully yours, you pay to get it done in Nigeria. It's so funny, and it has eaten into the fabrics of every Nigerian. Now, there is sometimes I used to think that Nigeria has nothing like a national identity, a national patriotic drive. I later came to discover that the only drive that binds every Nigeria is money. Money. Every Nigeria right now wants to hammer. Everybody wants to hammer. It doesn't matter how, they just want to hammer. Seriously, everybody wants to hammer because they have discovered that even the leaders who are supposed to be the protector of the Commonwealth, they are dipping their hands in the Commonwealth and they are enriching themselves. They will embezzle to the tune of billions that even their children to the 10th generation cannot finish the money. There is no end to their greed. It is just, they just keep on getting greedy and greedy and greedy and greedy. They just keep on embezzling. That is Nigeria for you. And that is because of that, every other one. The funniest thing, when they embezzle and get enrich themselves with your money, they come and be rubbing the wealth in your face. They will rub the wealth in your face to a point where you yourself will be challenged to go and make it with by any means necessary. By any means necessary. So that is why you see this so much. That means you see so much crime. You know, Nigeria citizens are naturally gifted by God. Nigerian nation is potentially gifted by God. We have everything to make a great nation. How come that when Nigerians are in Nigeria, the system strangle them until they can't breathe no more? The system make useless of them. The system make a full of them. Makes them, the system will just snuff the life out of you. But immediately a Nigerian steps out of Nigeria and to even Togo, even Ghana, they begin to excel. How come they begin to excel when they leave Nigeria? How come Nigerians are great outside Nigeria, and when they come back to Nigeria, the system snuff life out of them? Some people will even go out, make money, get educated, get skills, come back to Nigeria to invest. By the time they get to Nigeria, the system will suffocate them, drive them of their money, drive them of their ID, kill their spirit. Some eventually they take their lives. You know, when you are outside Nigeria, you have a lot of ideas. Things begin to, the environment you're in here outside Nigeria encourages you. You begin to have ideas begin to grow in you. You discover when you are outside Nigeria, you have when I get to Nigeria, I'll do this. You can pen over 100 things on paper that you want to achieve when you get back home. But when you get back home, you'll be so choked that you cannot achieve one. You can't achieve one, and you will waste all the money because the system has been rigged against you. You know, sometimes we kind of blame our family. We blame our family that our family, they are the one that don't want you to progress. They are the one, they are giving you a wrong advice. They are the one taking money from you without, you send money to family people back home to do this for you. They don't do. The truth of the matter is that the families that we are complaining about, they are a victim of the system. The system they live in make them to behave like that. Did you see the breaking of Ubekum police station and Idogbo police station? Did you see the children that were doing it? Children, teenagers, they were not up to 20 years. Small boys, they have been hardened to a point where they don't care for life no more, because the system parades evil before them. Do you know? We live in a nation where somebody will die on the street and that person will stay 5 days on the street, 7 days on the street, rotting. No council member will come and pick the dead body. We live in a nation where death is like a common occurrence. Now, back in the day when we were growing up, I remember the first time I saw a corpse. I was not myself for a whole month. I was not myself for a whole month for seeing a dead body. When I was younger, for seeing a coffin or a casket, they used to shade casket on the open street along Sakomba Road by Amori Junction. So whenever we are passing that area, we will have to remove our face from the direction of the casket, not to see it, because it gives you certain aura, negative aura around you. Now, not to talk of today, where children can even sever a human head and use it to play ball on the street. They don't care. They don't have value for human head. And these are the same children you are toying with their life. You are playing with their life. These boys, they don't get fear again for death. These are boys that are using themselves to count scores. And you think they are afraid of soldier bullets. You think they are afraid of police bullets. These boys that have trained themselves not to be afraid of nothing. You think they are afraid of you? So when these boys eventually come out for the system, you will all run. I'm telling you, you will all run. They will all run because the system have forced these children. They have hardened them. These boys are now hardened. They are now hardened. No, not all of them, but some of them are now hardened. You saw the boy that was wearing a DPO uniform at Betrayal police station and the Dogo police station. Children, small boys. I bet you some of them does not even know the genesis of the struggle. Some of them does not even know where the struggle is headed. But all they know is that things are not okay with them because they are not in school. They are not learning anything. They are not learning vocation. The system does not give them encouragement. The system destroys everything to occupy the young minds. Nothing is occupying the young mind in our generation. No more. Nothing. They are not in school. They are not joining voluntary organizations. No vocational organizations. Nothing. They just on the street. They are hustling. They are hustling to survive. Some of these boys, they have to invent ways of making money to survive. And yet you are troubling them. Yet you don't, whatever means they used to survive, you will go, you arrest them, and you arrest them for the purpose of taking your cut, not for the purpose of preventing them from doing crime. Because your intention as the Nigerian police is for them to commit more crime so that you will arrest more of them to get more bribes. You see, this is where the system is failing. And sometimes when you look at the way police treat boys on the street, you will want to also blame the police. But look at it deeper. The blame does not, the problem does not begin with the police force. Because police themselves are also victims of the system. The police force is a victim of the force system that is not working, and they are not trying to correct it. Because for God's sake, I was listening to the police college, whatever the spokesperson. They were telling me that for a police trainee in police college, the average budget for a trainee is 50 kobo per meal. 150 naira a day for a police on training. 150 naira a day, meaning 50 kobo. Is it 50 kobo? No, 15 naira. Sorry, 15 naira per meal for a police. The other time they told us that the prisons, the inmates in the prisons are feeding with, like, is it 17,000 naira a day. Now, prisoners get more budgets than police in training in Nigeria. Now, you train police, you starve them during training. They sleep on the bed floor during training. Some of them sleep on bed bug infested spring without mattresses during training. Then you pass them out, you pay them stipend of 40,000 naira every month, and you give them a gun. You give them a gun. So you harden them, make them mindless, harden their hearts, make them brutal, and you give them a gun. And yet you don't even pay a commensurate salary that will be enough for him to take care of himself and his family. And you want him to protect the society. You have just succeeded in making a criminal out of him. And that is the system we are in. That is the system we are in. There is this other military guy that was pleading that the military boys that will be deployed to go and quell the riot, they were pleading with them that they should not, please not shoot the protesters. Do you know that guy said a private army earns like 50,000 naira a month? A private, that's a newly recruited private soldier, earn 50,000. 50,000 naira. but you will give him enough Igbo to smoke. You will give him access to enough drugs. Then you will give him a gun to go and quell a riot. And he goes to the riot ground. You see boys parading, living better life than himself, and yet they are agitating for a more better life. So the system is setting everybody up to be against everybody. I don't like you, you don't like me, because the system wants us to hate ourselves. You see, they have been using divide and rule system since 1914. They have divided us, they have succeeded in dividing us, especially the Southerner. The South is fragmented. We don't love ourselves, because they know the more we love ourselves, the more difficult it is for us to unite and fight against the injustice. So they scatter us. The scattering of our people is the only weapon they have against us. Right now, if you see that, you see that the Biafra agitation has died down. Now it is more about Edo and the West now. If you look at all this, let's call it spade a spade, all this NSAS protest is just Edo State, some part of Delta, and some part of Western Nigeria, basically Lagos. If you want to really narrow it down, it's just Edo and Lagos. Look at all the stories, it's just Edo and Lagos. So this Edo no be Lagos thing, you discover that even Edo and Lagos are more together in the struggle. Though I understand the concept of Edo no be Lagos, that Edo cannot be manipulated by one man, just like the way Lagos was being manipulated by one man. That is the mantra. But in excess, Edo and Lagos, they are from the same, they were bettered by the same kingdom. Bettered by the same kingdom, but they are the same people. The same people in Edo agitating are the same people in Lagos agitating, because Edo is actually the father of Lagos. So that is why you see this whole agitation is just about the old Benin Kingdom. The old Benin Kingdom. So they should understand that this old Benin Kingdom was the only kingdom that resisted vehemently the British invasion. They conquered every other places. Because of the resistance of the Benin Kingdom, they could not amalgamate Nigeria. They could not. Until they succeeded in capturing Obaovorame and deported him to Calabar. Even at that, they still could not amalgamate the Nigeria. Until after the death of Obaovorame in 1914. That was when they were able to amalgamate the nation together. So my people, what is happening right now is just like they have streamlined. If you just look at it, it's just happening to one particular tribe that spread to become different states. So we need to be more. We need to use our Akaluche, our HQ, the way our boys say it now. Use your HQ. Think deeper. This thing is deeper than you. It's deeper than us. It is a game plan. Now, somehow I'm happy that it is turning out like this. If it didn't turn out like this, people like Tinubu will not understand because of their greed. People like Tinubu are so greedy that they do not care who else is God. They don't care about you until it affects them. You understand? If it hadn't affected Tinubu, you will discover that this riot will not have extended to this point. Because it is now, the game plan is open. The 2023 that Tinubu was expecting to contest election under, he thought that because the arrangement was bring Buhari, first of all, greed is a bastard. Greed is a bastard, and it will bite you in the ass, and it's biting Tinubu right now. Because Tinubu supported Buhari with a special arrangement. Buhari, you will rule for just one tenure, and that then you will now pass the mantle to me. That was the agreement, and they all rally around. They became strange bedfellows. They begin to demonize somebody who was doing the right thing, who had the good intention to bring Nigeria out of the ashes. Although even that one has its own fault, but that is not what we are going to discuss today. That is, I'm talking about Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan wanted to bring Nigeria out of the ashes, but he had his own fault because he was not foresighted enough. He didn't understand the Nigerian politics. He was playing Mr. Good Guy, and Mr. Good Guy also beat him in the ass. So Tinubu now colluded with the Fulani and brought them to take power from the PDP to AC or APC, whatever the name they chose eventually, with the agreement that after Buhari won tenure, he will now contest. And with another mind that Buhari, as at then Buhari was so sick that Buhari may not be able to bear the rigors of office. He may die in office, and he now put his own stooge, Pastor Osibanjo. He put his own stooge there so that if Buhari eventually dies in office, then Osibanjo becomes the interim president. And it backfired on them. Instead of Buhari to die, he became younger or died. They replaced him with Jibri, or they did not die, they did not replace him with Jibri. Whatsoever they did in London to make him look younger, they did. I don't know. We are all speculating here. But one thing we know that whoever is in Aso Rock is not in charge of Nigeria. Whoever is there right now, as Buhari is in Aso Rock, whether it's the real Buhari, the fake Buhari, the manufactured Buhari, the android Buhari, the cyborg Buhari, whichever one he is, that guy is not in charge of this nation. That guy is not in charge at all. The people that are in charge of this nation are the cabals. And the head of the cabal is El-Rufai. Have you heard him said anything since? Okay. Now, after Tinubu had this arrangement, 4 years, Buhari didn't die. When Buhari was away for a long time, because of so much agitation, the next time he was going to go away, he now gave power to Osibanjo. Osibanjo exercised that power for about 2 weeks, and immediately Buhari came back. Everything that Osibanjo did, Buhari reversed all of them. Buhari reversed everything that Osibanjo did. That was when Baudelaire, what's his name again? Than that is going to happen. So eventually they sideline Osibanjo, because Osibanjo, being the greedy pastor that he is only interested in money. Remember, Osibanjo became rich via the polio vaccine that he brought to Nigeria. He became rich through that polio vaccine that killed a lot of people in the north. So that is how he became a billionaire. So Osibanjo has been known to be a greedy person. So, and anybody who is the 5 and 6 with Tinubu, you know that person must be greedy. That is what was also wrong with our brother Oshomole. You know, his greed came when he started hopping in bed with people like Tinubu. So now the game plan was on. They succeeded. I mean, they failed. Buhari contested election again. Upon everything, immediately before that 2000, that last election, before that election, that 2019 election, Tinubu and Buhari has actually fallen away. You know, these people, they are greed blind them. They are very short-sighted because of greed. Now, they now, when the election is coming, the politician will not come. They will not come visit Tinubu again. They called him to Aso Rock. They now promise him heaven and earth again. They will tell him the reason why the first arrangement was not working is because some of the people in the north felt it is not right for us to do one tenor. It is our tenor, it's our time. Let me just do 2 tenor, so that when my second tenor you're finished, then you are the next person. They brainwashed him. He believed them, and he released people like MC Oluomo to begin to do his bidding, and they did whatsoever magomago they did, and they took leadership again. Buhari was sworn in for a second term. Immediately Buhari was sworn in. A new plan started. And Tinubu begin to see this plan, that the plan that they have started is to position another Fulani after Buhari. And that is what's playing out right now. And Tinubu discovered that there is no way for him. They begin to rubbish Tinubu guy in the Oshomole. You see, let me tell you something. Although the Edos, we are taking pride today that we removed Oshomole as the APC national chairman. No, we didn't. All we did was to make sure that Oshomole did not dictate in Edo election the day to us. That was the doing of the Edo electorate. But the removal of Oshomole from APC was done by the Cabal, the Fulani Cabal, because they know that Oshomole and Tinubu were already hand in hand. And until they remove Oshomole, the Fulani agenda will not be actualized. So they have to remove Oshomole. So Oshomole was fighting battle at the national level and at the same time fighting battle at the state level. But because of his greed, he couldn't see it. If Oshomole was not fighting Obaseki at home, maybe he would have received a lot of support from the home base. Because he was fighting Obaseki, he lost the home support, and he was now banking on money from Tinubu to survive him. And actually, he was getting that money, he was getting that support from Tinubu, but it was not enough to sustain him, because the Cabal, the Fulani Cabal, are much, and many Southerners are cash and carry politicians. Cash and carry politicians. Once sometimes you see bills that are passed at the House of Assembly. Haven't you seen some of the bills, which completely is detrimental to Southern Nigeria? And you will see that all the Southern senators will sign for it because of money. They will sign a bill, will pass first reading, pass second reading, pass third reading, and assented to a bill that will impoverish a Southern Nigeria. That is the height of the greed of our people. Just look at, have you not seen that Zamfara gold is being mined privately by Zamfara people, whereas the oil in the south, the oil in the Niger Delta, when you see Niger Delta refining crude, they call them criminals, and they use helicopter to shoot them, to kill them in the bush where they are refining crude. They call them criminals. But where they are mining gold and processing gold in Zamfara, it is a private business. The money goes to private pocket. It doesn't come to the national government pocket. You and I does not benefit from it. Southern greed. So that is what happened to Oshomole and Tinubu. Now, Tinubu, from the removal of Oshomole as the national APC chairman, he discovered the game plan. Now, before I go that way, let me tell you another thing that's going to come in 2022, 2023. You know, we won election in Edo. I mean, a PDP won election in Edo State, and everybody is happy. We are happy. The president was the first person to congratulate Obaseki, even while the candidate of his own party is still here to issue a statement of concession. You understand that? The president already authenticates that election. Do you know why? Because come 2022-2023, every northern governors, listen to me very well, every northern governor that is on the platform of APC today, they are going to decamp to PDP in 2022. Why? Because the APC already had a Fulani person ruling for 8 years by that time. So there is no way there is no way they are going to convince APC to give the ticket to another Fulani person. It's not going to be possible. It's going to be war. So the next thing is that the only way they can actualize or prolong their Fulani rule is to seek it from a fresh party, and they cannot form a new party again because it will be too obvious the way the APC came about. So people will understand. So what they are going to do, there is going to be a mass defection from APC to PDP in the north. So Obaseki already be in the PDP in the south, in the Niger Delta or the south, making all the south part of the country becoming a PDP. Some of them are also PDP in the southeast. So what happened in Ondo? What happened in the Ondo was a sore battle for Tinubu. Tinubu was ready after losing Edo. Tinubu was ready to spend anything to make sure that Akeredolu was the Ondo is it Akeredolu? Because I mean, he made sure he won his state back because it was a do or die affair for him. You understand that? So this is the game plan. And now the NSAS protest. I'm not going to tell you that Tinubu hand is not in the protest. That is why it's a dicey situation. It will be very wrong of us to think we know everything right now. I'm telling you, the sponsorship of NSAS protest, you cannot divorce Tinubu from it. You can't. It's just that they are using us as a pawn. They are using the youth as a pawn. But they forget that these boys, they are human beings. They have their own sense. You cannot use everybody. The people you are giving money are not giving money to protect. They are not going to disburse money to everybody. Even if they do, there is no guarantee that if you give me money to fight your cause, that I will fight your cause. I be a human being. I the reason. I know what's good for my people. I know what's good for my generation. So definitely it's going to backfire on all of them. So they are all playing their game. The Fulani is playing their game. Do you not see what Miyetti Allah is saying? The Fulani is playing their games. Tinubu is playing their game. And they are using the Nigerian youth as their chess, and what I call as their pawns. So the Nigerian youth should wise up. Wise up. Do not just stay in one side and attack Tinubu alone and thinking that Tinubu. No, they want you to blame Tinubu alone. That is the game plan. They want you to blame Tinubu alone. We know that Tinubu has his blame, but let's put it properly. Blame Tinubu when you need to blame Tinubu, and blame Buhari when you need to blame Buhari. You see, whenever you want to bring Buhari into the picture, you see some urchins telling you this is not about Buhari, this is not about tribe, this is not about religion. It has always been about tribe, it has always been about religion, it has always been about greed. This is Nigeria for you. All of them join. The biggest problem we have in Nigeria is actually religion. It's actually religion. The reason they are not protesting in the north, what do you think is responsible? Is it not religion? Is it not religion? The reason why they are not protesting in the north? Some of the videos you've seen online that Katsina women are protesting, Buhari, Kai Buhari, Shame Buhari. That is an old video. That is an old video that was being shot by the Shiite Muslim. That when their Ogakpadabata, is it Al-Dazaki was arrested and incarcerated. That was when those women made that video. That is not a current video. But they will not put it in and say, yeah, they're not. The Katsina people, they don't know whether you are protesting. They are not interested. Zamfara, that they are killing people every day, they are not interested. Even the Zamfara protest I saw, there was some southern ladies making some little statement. That's not protest. Or is this Sokoto that they are protesting? Is it Yobe? There's no protest in the north, so they don't give a shit about you. So that is why, for me, if you ask me, there is anything short of restructuring Nigeria, every Nigerian should be on the street. Or alternatively, you make a reverse protest. If they start killing people on the street, then everybody stay home. Like the way the Biafra protests were doing. Everybody stay home, don't go out, don't move, don't go to your business, don't go to your shop. I know it's difficult, but it is worth trying. It is worth trying. You see, these people, they I don't know how to describe them. They are joy killers. Let me say joy killers. You know, they were thinking that when the boys come out to protest, you know, the normal protest, end SARS now, how much time will you? One day, the second day you'll be tired and everybody will go away. But these youth were so innovative to the point that they started sponsoring themselves with entertainment. You know, so they now discovered that the youth, Nigerian youth, they were now teaching the world how to do a new type of protest. They will sponsor music, they will bring DJ to the stand, they will bring our entertainer will come and entertain, musician will sing, then they will have like what they call it? They have like entertainment, music, drinks, suya, food, you know, different types of enjoyment. And this one was motivating people to come out. It was motivating people to come out. People were now coming out en masse. Some come to dance, some come to enjoy their music, some come to chop suya, and in the process they were saying NSAS now. So it became innovative, and more people were coming out. And they were surprised that 1 week ended, the protest did not end. The second week commenced, the protest did not ending, and they started with the killing of the youth, thinking that they are going to end the protest. Today, as the boys not come out, people are still out on the street. Even in Lekki, where they keep people last night, people are there as we speak. In Alausa, people are still there as we speak. Orile, people are there as we speak. So it is the youth should rise to the occasion, but be wise. This is a nation that does not care about your feeling. They don't care about the rule of law. You know, some people were circulating that if you hold the Nigerian flag and the Nigerian military will not shoot you. No, that is assuming you live in a nation that obeys rule of law. We live in a nation that even the legislators that are lawmakers are the lawbreakers. Even the executive that are supposed to uphold the law are lawbreakers. Even the security agency that is supposed to enforce the laws, they are lawbreakers. So everybody breaks law in Nigeria. So they don't care. And moreover, they don't have value for human lives. So as you go out there, people, use your HQ. Use your sense. Protest for what is right. Demand for the restructure of Nigeria. Anything less is a waste of time. Anything less than a total overhaul, a total reset, a total restructure of Nigeria, a resetting, a overhauling of all the institutions. Not just the SARS means bad police, bad judiciary, bad educational sector, bad health sector, bad military, bad executive, bad legislative. That is what SARS means. So until there is a total overhaul of everything, Nigeria will not get better, because we are the product of the institution that we have. It is not the educational institution that is teaching us what we know. Is it not the health institution that is giving us the kind of health that we have? So if we don't make an overall change, this we will go and leave to protest another day. No matter what they tell you, whatever judicial inquiry, in short, they should bring out the 1914 confab report. There was a confab report in 2014. 2014, there was a confab report. A white paper is supposed to, the book is as big as this. And when Buhari came to power, they asked him what he has to say about it. He said he has not even looked at it. How can he look at it? The book be like this. You know, if you look at it now, it's about, I think, how many pages? That book is about 1,000 plus, almost 2,000 pages of report. When everybody in Nigeria came together and looked at Nigeria holistically and said, this is a document of what we need to do. This is a report of the problem we have. This is what we need to do to arrive at this point. And Buhari did not look at it. And I also blame Goodluck Jonathan. You know, everybody is complacent in this thing. We are not going to. I blame Goodluck Jonathan because a report was submitted to you. Why did you not implement it? Why wait until after election? Why wait? So I blame Goodluck Jonathan for not implementing it. So that is it, my people. As you go out to protest, please stay alive, stay safe. From the comfort of your home, those of you that cannot go out, make tweets, make Facebook posts, share this video. At least the best you can do right now is to share this video. You cannot be watching this and not share it. Pass it along. Let it go viral. Let other people see it. Let people learn. Let people understand why they are fighting and what they're fighting for, what they are protesting for. Let people know, and let us come together, support one another in any way you can. The revolution that we have been asking for must come, and that time is now. This is the generation that will change Nigeria, I tell you. This generation will cure their craze. This generation will cure their craze. They say that a man, this generation will cure their madness. This generation, you created them and they will cure you. You push them to the wall and they will push you to the pit. People, stay strong. I know it's difficult, but stay strong. I know my condolences to everyone that have lost their loved ones for this struggle. My condolences to you. I sympathize with you. I pray that God rest the soul of all the departed ones. But if you keep quiet, their death will be in vain. If you keep on the struggle, their spirit will rise and fight with you. Thank you very much for listening to me. Please share this video very wide before you sign out. Share it to other groups, Facebook groups that you are in, and every other platforms, even on YouTube and all that. Thank you very much, and God bless you. We'll see you some other time. Bye. Solidarity.
Now we don't hear from Uyi Osunde, let us know what you think for comment section. If you get anything to add, just go to comment section, make you put your own for there. And before you go, I beg, make you help us share this video to friends and family. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, I beg, try make you subscribe so that make you for day current with the things where they happen for Nigeria. So make I leave you now, make you help us share this video. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.